Hello, this is Paul from the Out There channel. I just want to talk about this particular night video that I got off my II camera. I was woken up by something touching my legs or holding them down and climbing onto me, and I jumped up. I didn't see anything there, but I did some kung fu and hopefully scared off whatever it was. But I just want to go through the analysis of this one again, because we've looked at it over and over a few months now and see new things in it. So this is the first frame, and if we skim in here, you can see it looks like something appearing there just before my legs get touched, and I run it through some filters and that's what it looks like. And you can see it's like a odd shape for a dust particle. Dust particles tend to be like blinking and perfectly round shapes, and this is not a round shape at all. And if we look at the next frame, which I've got on here, next frame from the camera, I only managed to get 4 frames of this thing. You can see it's moved further up now, and it's still covering a bit off the bottom here. And kind of looks like a sad face there. It looks like a mouth there and maybe 2 eyes. Kind of, there's not an orb shape again. It kind of looks like more of a skull shape happening. So yeah, so I run it through some filters, and that was what we got here. This one's got a wee bit more colour added to it, so I could get out more of the shape. And there's that sort of skull shape happening here. Now this one to me almost looked Alien Grey, because a couple of months beforehand I had been visited by Alien Greys. Now it looks like 2 dark eyes here, and a typical Alien Grey shape apparent in that a blob, pretty much. Or there's something else behind it. So we carry on analysing the next frame, and where was it now? Oh, I haven't got it up, but we run it through some filters, and that's what it turns into in the next frame. Still kind of looks like a head shape happening here, but looks more like a body now starting to form. And then the last frame before it disappeared is on this one here. And if we zoom into this one, you can see now it looks like the head's starting to form again, but looks like there's more of a body happening. And that was just before my legs got touched at the base here. And if we run that through filters, instead of it looking like an Alien Grey now, right, I've really drawn around it to see the body shape happening here down to there. See, almost looks like it's reaching out to touch me there. You can say it's pareidolia, more than likely, but I did have this event happen, and it did feel like someone reaching out touching my legs. So here it looks kind of almost like a goat man now. You can see like it's got either long ears like a dog or horns, and it looks like it's got the dark eyes still. But still, could it be Alien Grey? That's sort of distorted. It's possible. It could be the Alien Greys coming back, and they failed to take me that night because I woke up or something. I don't know. Or I scared them off. It was like the mouth there and the nose with 2 nostrils. So I'll just get rid of that again and remove the outlines. So there's the mouth there, but again it could be just pixelization because we've got those sort of same black marks happening. And then we've got the nose, looks like 2 nostrils. Again, it still could be noise, but it was part of the movement throughout the whole sequence here, so it's a bit hard to know. And there's the eye sockets, and there's the outline. And we get rid of that. No matter what sort of filters I apply for it, almost always comes out to be that shape in the image. So if I get rid of all the filters completely, you can see I'm not sort of faking it. So is that before the filters? We'll have to zoom back out, zoom to window. It's very hard to see anything there. So if we apply some filters to it, you can see without doing any Photoshop editing on it, that we can switch. That's the default one we had. Bring it back. We can play around with all the black and white contrast on the image to bring out that goat image again. So let's just reset that and redo it. So already we're amping up the contrast or brightness. It could be brightness. And then we can play around with this one to try and see where the color spectrum goes to. There's the darkness coming in there. It's very subtle, as you can see, because we're changing some of these greys and whites to a different shade to the noise and also the reflection on the TV, which is like a black reflection, which is more like that. So the TV looks more like that in the room. Sort of like a, like a typical LCD screen that's sort of not totally black, but it's sort of a sort of grey shimmer because the LEDs in it. You can see here the face is definitely here, and the horns, top of the head or ears or whatever, are there, and it looks like eye sockets here. Kind of looks like a goat eye there though on that one. I've gone too far. So is it connected to the Alien Grey? I don't know. So we're going from here, which will be soon in. Looks like an Alien Grey head. It looks like it goes around. It looks like it's got actual some reflection happening there off the top of the head. Why, I don't know. Maybe there was some light, a little bit more light coming through the window curtains. Looks like a black eye there, and a black eye there, and it goes around here and around. Kind of looks like the size of it. But is it again the Goatman, or is it a grey? Don't know. So if we zoom in and draw around it, you can see definitely goes around there. No, it wasn't not working. Right, still doing so. Red, yeah, we want red. So if we go around the outline of the head, looks like it's going around that way. And that might be something else behind it here. Another one of them. Or maybe that's the Goatman behind, and this one simply disappears, goes back down or disappears, and the Goatman is behind. So I had this theory that the greys, well, from my dreams after the alien visitation, I believe that the greys and the Nordic whites were like caretakers of the multiverse, and here they're coming through a portal at the end of the bed, and the greys hunt down demons and angels that have broken into our universe from from a neighboring universe and capture them and send them back to their own universe. So you can have demons and aliens in the same location because they come through the same portal, which is the multiverse. Some people call it interdimensional, but I don't believe so from the information I have received in the dreams. So could it be trying to protect me from this goat man that then tries to reach out to me? I don't know. But it does look like it's got a big black eye here. Oh, it's very hard to draw it with the mouse. It's like an eye there. And an eye there, doesn't it? It's quite... They seem to wrap around the edge a wee bit. It looks like a small nose there, and maybe a little tiny mouth there. So anyway, I'll leave you with that. It's quite interesting, I think, especially since I had a entity touch me, and it does seem like there's something at the end of the bed where it happened. And you can see I haven't photoshopped anything. These are straight images from the camera. I've still got the videos, of course, to prove that. And just running just simple filters through to switch out various shades for other shades of colour so we can actually see things better. That's all we're doing. Well, what's interesting here, this one, the third frame before the Goatman shows, doesn't really show much at all. And sort of stretches out more here, like that it's forming into something else. So could alien greys form into demons? So that sort of scares people, or what? I don't know. Could they be shapeshifters even? Or could it be that the demon or the thing is trying to represent itself as alien grey? I suppose we could go the other way, right? Yeah, so anyway, I'll leave you to that to ponder, and hopefully you enjoyed that little quick episode here of a rundown of it again. And yeah, that's like a year ago now, isn't it? What was the timestamp on it? Let's have a look. 22, the 10th, 25th. So it was in October. 2 years ago now. Well, not quite 2 years, but anyway. Get on and have a good day. And I'll see you again next live show.